All right, bourbon lovers, today we are diving into 3 heavy hitters from Maker's Mark. But which one will come out on top? Let's find out. All right, we made it back. We've got this all poured up, and I don't know which one is which, and neither do you. So which side do you want to start with, left or right?
Let's start on the inside this time. Right to left, sorry.
Okay, well that wouldn't be my inside. You always
I do that to you
do that every time.
But I was sitting here noticing, just looking at these.
Right to left or left to right?
Okay.
Inside versus outside.
I don't know if y'all can see in this video, but the coloring on all 3 of these looks so close.
Yeah, they have 3 got a pretty nice color to them. Hold them up so you can see them.
They all look very similar in color.
Yeah, looks good. All right, let's nose this guy.
All right. A little bit of oaky on that. Not a lot of ethanol.
No, not a ton. It's a sweeter nose.
It is sweeter. Just a slight hint of maybe a cinnamon or
Yeah.
I want to say the spice is a cinnamon note I'm getting. But it's definitely got that sweetness on it.
It's almost got like
caramel. Caramel or butterscotch? What are you pulling?
I'd say it's more toffee. Not toffee, but yeah, butterscotch maybe. I don't know. Let's try it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sweet up front, a little bit of spice in the back end.
Nice mouthfeel.
Very nice mouthfeel.
Now that is a little spicy on the first sip, but that is the first sip, so.
But I got it on the back end, not the front. I got the sweetness on the front end.
Yes.
Let's give it another one.
To me, that's sweetness right up front. A little bit of spice comes in on the back end. Man.
I don't get the butterscotch note or the caramel note on the mouth. I get more like the cinnamon.
Get the cinnamon, light fruit, and maybe almost like a little bit of a toasted note.
Yeah, just slightly. I would agree with that. It's not overpowering by all means.
No, that's pretty good. If they get better than that one, we're doing good. All right, let's go on to number 2. Ooh. Now this is sweeter. I mean, still sweet. I wouldn't say sweeter, but still sweet, but definitely a little more oaky.
A little more oaky.
Man, I can't talk tonight, and I promise this is my first sip of the day.
It's been a long week, y'all. A little bit of zestiness on this one.
Yes,
on the nose.
Like an orange zest, and oak, and
the spices coming through.
Yeah.
Maybe a slight hint of the vanilla.
This is more baking spice than cinnamon, like the first one. But definitely more oak on that to me.
Yeah, I was on that first one. I was almost thinking like those little cinnamon red hots, almost. This one, it does have more oak note to it than that first one.
Coats the glass pretty good. Let's taste it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, wow.
This one I would almost, I don't know, I'm getting more like a strawberry note on that.
That's what I was fixing to say.
So I'm almost wondering if this isn't the heart release, but I am getting that strawberry, maybe a slight chocolatey
And you definitely get that sweetness right up front. Turns to almost like a strawberry with a little bit of cocoa. And then some of that oak comes in on the back end.
But not heavy on the spice.
No, no. It's not spice forward at all.
And that one didn't hit me with the ethanol up front either. But yeah, I'm getting strawberry on that one. And from my understanding too, so like with the heart release, that was 1 of 5, and then Keepers is 2 of 5. But Cellar Aged is separate from that. So Cellar Aged comes out yearly as well. Yeah,
Cellar Aged is a yearly release as well. The heart release celebrates the distillery team's craftsmanship. And then they said that the Keepers honors the warehouse team's role in maturation.
Oh.
So, yeah, and there's supposed to be 3 more coming out, I guess.
Okay.
So
this one has a little bit more ethanol up front to me. But then you get hit heavy with the caramel note.
I was going to say like honey.
Yeah, I could see the honey or maple. Is this the one that had the maple in it?
To me, that on the first initial nose, it was like more honey than maple, but now going back into it, it's more maple than it is honey. But that's maple, brown sugar, a little bit of vanilla, some baking spice.
Yeah, that's definitely like maple syrup.
And just a hint of oak to it on the back end of it.
I agree with that.
Ready to give it a taste?
Sure.
Cheers.
Definitely have the maple note on that.
Yeah.
Good mouthfeel on that. Wow, that sweetness overpowers on that one.
Overpowers?
Like, it just overtakes that palate.
Not overpowers, but it's definitely a sweeter.
I felt like that was the only note I was getting. That's what I'm meaning by overpowering, is that's all I was getting was that maple note.
Definitely maple sweetness. But then to me it turns cocoa, maybe almost like a
kind
milk chocolatey vibe there.
I almost get like you're sipping a soda on the back end of this one. Like that fizziness.
I don't get the fizziness, no. I could see like
almost like a cherry Coke kind of.
That's what I was gonna say. I could see almost like a very, very sweet cherry Coke, like you get out of the old fountains that they used to have at the drugstores.
Yes.
And I'm showing my age by talking about that. I know.
But that's what I'm getting with that sweetness on it. And then I almost feel like it's just slightly on that fizziness to give you that Coke inspiration on that.
Oh, man.
You think you know yours?
All right. What's your third place?
My third place, and it just kind of lacked some of the flavor that the other two did, was actually the first one we tried. I just didn't feel like it hit home the way the other two did.
So that's my third place as well, and I really enjoyed that. I will say right up front, I think you would be happy sitting down with a pour of any of these. That is sweet, but it's not quite as sweet as this one. And it doesn't have the mouthfeel that the other two has. It feels, when you go back through sipping them back to back, that one feels a little more watery.
And a little more drying.
Yes, on the back end of the palate. Yeah, almost a little tannic.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's why I put that one in third place. What was your second place?
So my second place, and it's kind of surprising to me because I'm a huge strawberry fan, but my second place just went to this one. When I went back through them, I just felt like I got a little bit more of the spicy note on it. with the strawberry, but it was still really good and coated the palate very well. I just had one I liked better.
So we are in
Unison tonight.
agreement tonight. That doesn't happen all the time. So just like you, I just thought this one was just a little bit better than that one, but that second place one,
it was very close.
I love that strawberry note that was on it.
Yes.
Really, really good. But you know, we got to rank them, right?
And you know me, I'm a huge strawberry fan.
Right.
But gosh, that first one just...
This first one...
The palate, the nose, you know, the finish, everything just coincided together, and it was just good.
It's got a nice finish on it too.
Mm-hmm.
We hadn't really talked about finish a whole lot, but that one definitely got a little bit of a Kentucky hug going on.
It coats
the palate really, really well.
The
you
flavor
get that
was
sweetness
longer.
right up front. Not a lot of spiciness coming in on the back end. I mean, just overall, a very, very well balanced pour in my humble
like
opinion.
I said, I felt like I was drinking a cherry Coke with it. You know, with that, I felt like I was getting a little bit of fizziness with it.
So we're agreeing tonight. So let's see. That is, oh wow.
That's surprising because we really like that one.
That is surprising. So that is the 2025 Keepers release, which I said at the beginning I thought was my favorite out of the Heart release.
And it came in third for both of us.
place. But now I'll just tell you my score on that out of 5. So out of 1 to 5, I rated that a 3.5.
I probably would have gave it like a 2.5.
That's really low.
It is low, but it wasn't my favorite.
Okay, so 2.5 is neutral, meaning it's not great, it's not bad. That's better than...
Okay, we'll go to 3. Does
Yeah.
that work for you? Okay,
Yeah,
we'll go to 3. I'm terrible with my number ratings. I can tell you what I like and what I don't like.
Yeah, but well, the only reason I say that is because I know when we had this, we done a fresh
enjoyed it.
crack on that.
Yes, and we enjoyed it.
We done the fresh crack on that bottle. That video is out. We really enjoyed this. Okay, so to me, a 2.5 is something that I'm probably not going to go pour again.
And I would sip it again. I would sip all of these.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
100%. I would sip that all day long, and twice on Sunday.
It just lacked the punch tonight compared to the other two. Putting them side by side.
So, wow, this is unexpected. All right, so in second place, 2023 Cellar Aged. So that means we both put the 2024 Heart release in first place tonight.
It just came down to the overall. You know, I don't know. Like I said, this one just kind of lacked that punch to me of meeting all 3 with the nose, the palate, the finish. It was so close between. I'm gonna tell you, it was very close.
These two
between.
are splitting hairs to
Yes.
me, honestly. So I told you this. I rated this at a 3.5, 3.75,
And I probably would have been the same on this one, and a 4.
and I've done a 4 on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one just had that little bit more. I'm getting lost in my words here. A little bit better finish to it. Had that a little bit more sweetness to it. And
Coated the palate a little bit better, in my humble opinion as well. So yeah, there you have it. Tonight's winner, the 2024 Heart release. If you have had any of these, the Keepers, the Cellar Aged, or the Heart release, let us know your thoughts on those down in the comments.
Oh, and if you have the 2024 Cellar Aged, let us know because we don't have it to put up in comparison to this. So
Yeah, if you have the 2024 Cellar Aged, do you a blind and let us know your results. We'd love to hear about it in the comments. But yeah, I would not be disappointed to sit down. Well, let's talk one more thing before we wrap it up, okay? So the 2025 Keepers and the 2024 Heart Release are $75 bottles. We didn't bring up price. I want to bring it up real quick. Cellar Aged is a $150 bottle at MSRP, but good luck finding one at $150. I have never seen one at $150. If I did, I would own one.
We're just thankful one of our members sent us a sample of it. And
we are very, very thankful for that. It was a great pour. Glad I got to try it for sure. But yeah, so it is double the amount of the other two. My humble opinion, buy both of these for what you can pay for one of these. There you have it, our review of the Makers, 3 heavy hitters from them. We definitely enjoyed all 3. Wouldn't mind sipping any of them. As always, please drink responsibly. Never drink and drive. And until next time, keep it neat.